Greetings, this is Brian Alexander, and this is my latest Trump and Academia vlog report. If you're new to this series, these videos are where I summarize what the Trump administration has been doing to higher education and how colleges and universities have responded. Here are the latest developments since our last video, as of today, April 22nd, 2025. I've organized items into two categories today: federal actions and academic responses. There will be copious links in the show notes, including a link to the playlist for all episodes in this series. Let's begin at the federal level. At the Department of Education, the Education Resources Information Center, better known as ERIC, seems likely to be ending this week. The one federal employee who works in ERIC told a reporter that DOGE didn't improve more funding and money will probably run out tomorrow. Elsewhere, more National Endowment for the Humanities cuts appeared, this time striking the Knowledge Commons, currently based at Michigan State University. The Department of Justice arraigned a University of Massachusetts Boston student for allegedly setting fire to a Kansas City Tesla dealership. Just as a side note, I wouldn't be surprised if the Trump administration and its allies make a great deal of that story. Turning to the Department of State, deportations and visa revocations of international students continue. According to the Inside Higher Education Tracker, quote, as of April 22nd, over 265 colleges and universities have identified 1,700 plus international students and recent graduates who have had their legal status changed by the State Department, unquote. The Department of Homeland Security, its ICE unit, denied the detained Columbia University graduate Mahmoud Khalil permission to be with his wife for their son's birth. In previous videos, I've paused to read the names of academics seized or threatened with deportation by these offices. The names of people like Rasha Alaway, Yunsei Chung, Alariza Durudi, Dokugang Gunaiden, Mahmoud Khalil, Lekha Kordia, Rumesa Ozturk, Ksenia Petrova, Ranjani Srinivasan, Badr Khan Suri, Momudu Tal. It looks like there will soon be too many to read out loud. At the levels of state and local government, but close to the federal government, last time I mentioned a Washington, D.C. attorney who was sending letters to some scholarly publishers asking them questions about bias. That story has developed as the editor of the journal Chest for the American College of Chest Physicians shared the letter they received. A New York Times article also mentioned this disturbing detail. Quote, the Times confirmed that at least two other publishers had received nearly identically worded letters, but those publishers would not speak publicly because they feared retribution from the Trump administration, unquote. Now, turning to academic reactions, there is a lot of academic silence in response to the Trump administration's actions, as well as silence from academically adjacent people and enterprises. But there is also protest, resistance, and action. There are also responses across American society. More than 200 college, university, and academic association presidents signed an American Association of Colleges and Universities statement defending their institutions and academic freedom, while, quote, calling for constructive engagement that improves our institutions and serves our republic, unquote. In a University World News interview, AAC&U President Lynn Pasquarella states this, quote, we recognize that this is a moment of enormity and that we cannot afford not to speak out and be silent about what's happening, which poses an existential threat to American higher education, its foundational principles, and our nation's historic mission of educating for democracy, unquote. The struggle between Harvard University and the Trump administration intensified. An unnamed White House official told a newspaper that the April 11th letter to Harvard, demanding a range of operational and institutional changes, was unauthorized and perhaps sent by mistake. A Wall Street Journal report identified further federal cuts to that university in the area of medical research. Harvard then filed suit against the government, and this is from the president of Harvard's official statement, quote, the government has not and cannot identify any rational connection between anti-Semitism concerns and the medical, scientific, technological, and other research it has frozen that aims to save American lives, foster American success, preserve American security, and maintain America's position as a global leader in innovation. He said further, nor has the government acknowledged the significant consequences that the indefinite freeze of billions of dollars in research funding will have on Harvard's research programs, the beneficiaries of that research, and the national interest in furthering American innovation and progress, unquote. Now, conversely, the call to boycott Columbia University still stands as far as I can tell. No new signatories have appeared on one document. Last Thursday was a day of academic labor action. As part of that, I hosted a special session of the Future Trends Forum. I later saw a photo of a clever sign at a Pittsburgh protest. It read, quote, "Are we the Harvard or the Columbia of Pennsylvania?" Unquote. Credit goes to Andrew Sprague, Assistant Professor of Physical Therapy at the University of Pittsburgh. To summarize, the Trump administration is continuing to go after higher education through multiple government offices and in many ways, from funding cuts to deportations and interfering in universities' autonomy. Academics are feeling the impact across the nation. Members of the American academic community are starting to react in public, from issuing statements and holding demonstrations to filing lawsuits. Deportations of students are still rising. I can't believe I have to say that some students are in federal custody while others are in hiding from authorities, but that is where we are in April 2025. I hope this video summary has been of use to you. Please share your thoughts, additions, and other reactions in the comment box below. If you don't feel you can comment publicly, please reach out to me directly through the contact link at the end of today's show notes. Given the pace of events, I'll try to post these videos more frequently. This is a rough, dark time for those of us in higher education. It seems likely to get worse. I hope we can help each other out and fight. Please take care, everyone.